Hey, mama. Hey, y'all. If you here, let me know you're here. I've been waiting for a minute now. I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you're here, let me know you're here, though. Hey, to anybody in the comments. Sis, thank you. Hey, thank you for coming. Appreciate y'all so much for stopping through. Even if you don't stay the entire time, I appreciate you for coming through regardless. If you do come, if you just let me know you up in here. Say something. I ain't going to bite. Appreciate y'all for coming. I'm going to jump into the episode. Hey y'all, welcome to Keena's Corner. I'm your girl Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. Here on Keena's Corner, I speak facts, opinions, truths, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. Again, if you're here on my YouTube or on my Facebook page, please, 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 for me, if you would like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Please, if you would, hit the notification bell so when I do go live, you don't miss anything that I post, or when I do go live, that you'll be notified. What's up? Good to see y'all in the building. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. Cousin, what's happening? My guy, they call you so much Migos, everything. Hey, appreciate you for coming. Yeah. Oh, appreciate you. Lisa, thank you for coming. I appreciate the love and support. Let's get it started. That's it. If you here though, y'all let me know you up in here again. If you have not, please like the video for me. When you get off, like the video for me. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so for me. And please, please, please hit the bell notification. I'd appreciate it. If you like my content and you like what I post, then let somebody know. Let a friend know about it. Tell a friend to tell another friend and tell another friend that your girl Keena be putting it down on Keena's Corner. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming. Hey, boy. Okay. So the topic of this episode is actually was requested by a listener. This is somebody who listens to the show. And of course, I try my best to deliver when something is requested or asked of me. If I don't know anything about it, I'm not going to talk about it. I ain't afraid to tell you that. For anybody out there listening to me, whether you listen to me live stream or on a podcast app or site, I do take suggestions and I will do my best to deliver. If I don't know about it, I will not be afraid to tell you that I don't want to talk about it. I can't do it. So if you do have any suggestions or topics for me, please just reach out via any of my socials, or if you know me personally, of course, and just text me, or shoot me a text or something like that. Without further ado, we get into the episode. Hey, Auntie, thank you for coming. Appreciate y'all so much. All right, so the question that I was asked is, when is the appropriate time to move on from a guy that cannot lead or someone that you don't see a future with? That's the question that I was asked for this particular episode. And I'll start by saying that I don't necessarily think it's a specific time or even necessarily like an appropriate time, because everybody timeline different things happen at different times. And I just feel like it depends on the situation. But I will say that if them red flags keep flagging, then maybe it is time to move on. Okay. That's the way I feel, right? Everything that you need to learn about a person, I promise you, you can learn simply by watching that person and simply by like observing their behavior, how they act. Everything that you want to know, that you need to know, you can learn it by doing that. Period. You can do it by doing that. Even when they don't say anything, even what they don't say, their actions will show you. We just gotta pay attention and take heed. Whoever it is, even what they don't say, their actions will show you everything that you need to know. Again, we just have to pay attention and learn to take heed. Sometimes, more often than not, the very first time, right? If somebody has proven to you that they cannot lead, it's time to move on. That's how I feel. Because although men should lead, you got to know, women, that every man is not capable of doing so. Every man is not capable of leading. Word, Abel. Word. Every man is not capable of leading, period. I've said it before, and of course, I'm going to say it again. Just because he's a man, it doesn't make him a man. Just because he's a man, just because his build, his genetic build makes him a man, or it classifies him as a man, it does not mean that he's actually a man. Anybody catch that? Right? Just because he's a man does not mean that he'll be able to lead. Every man ain't capable of that. Word. Just because he's a man does not mean that he's going to provide and protect or that he'll even want to do it for you. Word. Word. Those are red flags. So move on. If you're asking me, those are red flags. If you don't see a future with that person, it's probably best that you save your time and that you start moving on and start like stop picturing them in the world, in your future, in your world, and in your future. I feel like when you with somebody, when you're dating somebody, when you're in a relationship with somebody, I feel like the two of you, not just one, but the two of you should compromise, right? I don't mean that you change every single part of yourself, and then you like end up losing or forgetting who you are. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the two of you should be able to discuss what you like and what you don't like, right? It's a word. You should be able to discuss the thing like that they do that you don't like or something that hurts you. You should be able to do that, vice versa. But when you can't, that's a problem. You should be able to discuss what's bothering you. Because hear me clear, y'all. When you can tell somebody what's hurting you and they don't make like one single effort to change it, they do not care about you, period. Ooh, word. That's a word too. People don't necessarily change for you, but they should be able to like acknowledge at least the things, that they could be doing wrong, and they should be able to acknowledge at least how it hurts you. That's what I'm saying, right? Again, people don't necessarily change for you, but if they care about you, if you're compromising, they should be able at least to acknowledge that maybe what I'm doing is wrong, and now I see how it hurts him or her, how it hurts them, him or her, and I'm gonna try to make some changes because I truly care about this person. I don't want to lose this person. That's a word. Because again, it is a compromise. If you aren't being fulfilled, y'all, in any area of the connection, then maybe it's time to let it go. If you're not being fulfilled, ladies, this one may hurt you, but even if you know that man got some bomb six and we grown, if he got bomb six, baby, that may stop working one day. That ping, that area down there, it may stop working one day. So how else does he fulfill you? Does he truly make you happy? Yeah, you got to make you happy first. But other than that physical thing, what else does he offer you? If you're not fulfilled, other than that one thing, then it's time to move on. Because while you there, it may stop working one day. Sex drive may go down one day. What you gonna do? You not fulfilled. So what are you gonna do? Then it's time to move on. Even if he got the best sex in the world, y'all. If he don't work, move on. That's just an example. But I'm saying, what you gonna do, baby? Because at that point, you have another child. You have somebody else that you're taking care of. If even if he got bomb sex and he can't help you around the house, he don't care anything about you. He just cool with letting you do everything. He's okay with watching you do everything by yourself, baby. A real man would never. Yes, as a woman, most women are able to do everything alone, but you have to understand that a real man is not cool or comfortable watching her do so. A real man will not let her. Word. Word. I know that's a word. It is. It's a word. Period. Period. It's checkmate. Checkmate. Sis, even if you come across a man who's like, we're gonna say wealthy, he's like extremely well off. He's filthy rich, is what you can call it. I mean, he take care of every bill in the house, and you're able to live that glamorous lifestyle, that a lot of us want to live, right? But what if he's very wealthy, he's filthy rich, he takes care of you, you ain't gotta work, and you got that glamorous lifestyle, but you still unfulfilled and you still unhappy. Are you cool with having that lifestyle, but you know that he chooses to entertain more people than you? I would not be. I'm a real woman. I'm that type of woman, and I can say it and mean it from my whole heart, y'all. I don't care. Of course, we think different people are attractive. That's the way of the world. Whoever you date ain't gonna be the finest person. They can be the finest person in the world to you, but we all think other people look good. I don't care who approached me, even as a celebrity. Could he come by me, try to sway me with his finances? No, because at the end of the day, I want the person. I'll take a person who's just got a regular 9 to 5, who ain't making 6 figures, but who's gonna love me correctly over that one who I know he's a celebrity, he got major hoes, and he entertaining more than me. I really do want happiness over money and stuff like that. So I'm saying, like, are you cool with having that lifestyle? That guy who can take care of you, you ain't gotta work, and he's just extremely wealthy. You got this happy lifestyle, or you got this glamorous lifestyle, should I say? But you know that he entertaining more than you. You know what he doing every night, and you cool with that? No, you're not. You're not. Some of us would accept it, but deep down, you know that that is unfeeling and you will be unhappy. Period. Period. He wealthy, right? But he abuses you. You cool with that? Because he taking care of you, because he gonna buy you everything that you want and you ain't gotta work, but you cool with getting your ass beat. No, you're not unhappy. That's unfulfilling. Move on. So another one. If you feel like anything is one sided, then move on. Move on. Because if you never hear from that person unless you reach out, that red flag is flagging that I was talking about. If you got to text them first all the time, move on. If you got to call them first all the time, move on. Simply, if you giving all your all, your time, your energy, your effort, but they don't, move on. Move on. That be hard sometimes because when people are truly into you, y'all, they are gonna reciprocate the energy that you give off. They're gonna give it back to you. If they truly care for you, you will not have to ask or beg for attention and affection. You ain't got to ask or beg. You shouldn't have to ask, but you damn sure shouldn't have to beg. Not for attention and affection if they truly care about you, right? That'll be done without thought. They ain't got to think about it. If one person is doing all the work to make their relationship keep going when the other person isn't, it ain't going to work. So move on. It's not going to work. Move on. Also, for somebody that you're dating, not only do you watch their actions and you observe, but you also listen. Listen to what they say. Listen to what they say. Because if they truly interested in you and they see you in their future, listen to their vocabulary because it's gonna change. It'll be less like eyes and it'll be like more of you and us, things like that. You and I. Not what we doing or not what I'm doing next week, but what we doing next week. Or we can take this trip together, or we can do this, or us instead of I. Listen to the things that they say. Because it should be less of those eyes and more us and you know, because that means that they included you and they actually have imagined a world or future with you in it, right? Another thing I said, not only do you pay attention to their actions, but you listen to the things that they say. So if you listen to the things that they say, and I know this from experience, you will run into a man who will tell you, well, I ain't good with birthdays. I ain't good with dates and stuff like that. I can reassure you, and I've met some. If you run into a man who truly cares about you, he will remember your birthday. I don't care if he tell you I'm not good with birthdays. I don't remember stuff like that. I barely know my mama birthday. No, trust me. If he truly cares about you, if he's made you a priority, if you become important to him, he will remember things that's important to you. Ooh, that's a proverb. Did y'all catch it? If you're important enough to him, if he makes you a priority, if he cares enough, whatever is important to you, it's gonna be important to him. He gonna tell you, I ain't good with birthdays. I barely remember my mama birthday. He will remember things, the little things, but they're also important because everybody wants to be acknowledged on their birthday. Everybody wants that type of attention, whether you admit it or not. You do. So he will remember things that are important to you if you're important to him. Mm, Another red flag, y'all. If you can't trust them, go ahead and move on. Go ahead and move on if you cannot trust them, y'all. Because if this person hurt you in simply like in just the dating phase, don't think that it's gonna get any better down the line. It's not. I'm telling you now, it's not gonna get better. When you ignore them flags, they coming back up. Don't fuck around. Don't mess around and get into a serious relationship or take some extra step together. Like, for instance, I'm telling you, usually what you accept and tolerate in a dating phase or whatever is gonna continue. And if you mess around and take a big step, and when I say big step, I mean like you have a baby together, you have something together, you move in together, you do something like that, you get engaged. Usually they're gonna get worse. Don't think that it's gonna change. I promise you it's not. If these people hurt you in the dating phase, I guarantee you it's not gonna get any better down the line. Because without trust, you don't have anything. That's just period, y'all. If they can't be trusted, simply they just can't fucking be trusted. That's just how I feel about it. Period. They can't be trusted. When you can't trust somebody Your mind will never ever get a chance to be at ease. And to me, there just ain't no way to live, y'all. I don't advise anyone go through that. That's torture. Torture. Because if I'm dealing with somebody that I can't trust, what is my mind always doing? It's like a hamster on a wheel. It's always turning because when you're not in my presence, what am I thinking? I'm thinking that you out doing something. I'm thinking that you out fucking off with somebody. I'm thinking that you out doing this. You could tell me that you come home late from work, but if I don't trust you, I don't trust you. So you really could be stuck in traffic. But then again, I think you are entertaining somebody else because I can't trust you because you've proven to me that you're untrustworthy. Right? So if you don't have trust, if you cannot trust a person, ain't no need in you being there. Move on. The next one I got kind of goes hand in hand with trust. If they aren't reliable, move on. Period. Because whoever it is, especially a man, you need to be able to rely on him. Vice versa, though, women too. But a female listener asked me this question, so you need to be able to rely on him. I mean, period. You should be able to count on him. Doing whatever you got going on in life, doing them hard times in life, you need a dependable person, a reliable partner. That's just period. I ain't even really got to say too much about that. You need somebody you can depend on. Not that he's Mr. Fix and he can fix every problem that you have. He ain't God. I get that. But you need somebody who will help, give you a solution, somebody who will actually care about what you're going through. I'm telling you for real, because you don't want to take a problem to a man. It's somebody that you trust, and they just be like, you got it. They can't help encourage you. They can't tell you where to look, where to turn, who to ask. They can't do nothing but be like, you got it. So why would I need you around? Period. Why would I need you around? You need somebody who's reliable. Just period. Y'all speaking in these comments for real. Y'all on point. For real. So anytime that you feel any anxiety or you have to worry about, what they're doing or those what ifs, or you have to wonder or contemplate, y'all, it's time to move on. Period. Because that is a horrible ass feeling. It's a horrible feeling when you don't know how they feel in this day or that day. When you don't know what to say because anything that you say could start an argument. At that point, they looking for a reason for you to leave. At that point, you can't convince me otherwise. When you in a dynamic like that, when you don't literally know what to say because you don't know what's going to make them snap, or you feel like anything you say, damn, they're going to start arguing with me. I really believe that's a coward's way. They want you to leave. They don't know how to tell you, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be with you. That is a horrible feeling though, because you don't know what this person is feeling this day, that day, the next day. You don't know how they're feeling. That's crazy, y'all. It's like you don't know what to say because whatever you say is gonna start an argument or you're gonna get ignored. That's horrible feeling. That's a horrible feeling, y'all. When whoever it is have you wondering where you stand, move on. When you voice and address how something hurts you and they still do it to you without a single regard to your feelings and how you express that something hurts you that they do and they don't make an effort to change it, move on. Period. When you gotta walk on eggshells because you don't know what it's gonna take to make that person snap on you or go off on you, or you just trying to keep peace, so you don't know what the hell to say. Because if you say anything, there comes an argument that you didn't even want. That is crazy to me, y'all. Move on. Any of what I just named, any anxiety, any what ifs, any having to wonder, any contemplation, y'all, it's not worth it. Move on. It's not. If you find that you no longer enjoy whoever it is, this person's company, it's time to move on. It be hurting, but it's time to move on. If you aren't a priority and you always come second to something or somebody, it's time to move on. Word, word. Not every single time. No, not every single time should they be able to drop every single thing, what they doing, and just run to you and see what you need at the drop of a dime. Not every single time. They got a life too. But they should at the very least make an effort for you. I hope you hear me. They should at the very least make an effort for you. Period. They should make an effort for you. One of the most important ones I got, and I kind of said it, if you're anxious, y'all, if you asking, or if even if you confused, it's a definite no. And it's time for you to move on. You shouldn't be anxious and you shouldn't be worrying, y'all. Your intuition is not lying to you. Women, we got that. Use your intuition. It's not lying. Your intuition ain't wrong. It ain't lying to you. He just ain't it, sis. Baby, move on. That's it. For anybody asking this question, the title of this video, when is it time for you to move on from somebody who can't lead or you don't see a future with? For anybody asking this same question, when is it time for you to move on? Ask yourself this question. And T.I. said it best in the song, and I'm gonna say it just how he said it. T.I. said, "Is you happy?" Now, how long did it take for you to answer that question? Because if you gotta wonder, if you gotta be anxious, if you gotta contemplate or be confused, it's time for you to move on. If you give out more than you receive, move on. If you do the absolute most just to receive attention and affection from this person, move on. If their words never match their actions, move on. If they keep betraying your trust, move on. If he cannot lead, make you a priority, or you cannot rely on him, it's time to move on. Point blank, period. Checkmate. So, to my young sis who asked me to speak on this topic, I hope I answered your question very well. And anyone else who may need it, I hope I answered your question very well. And I'm done, y'all. That's my spiel. We did good. Hey, y'all in the comments. Let me see what y'all said over here. Let's see here. Mm, yes, it does. Truth. Word. Look at y'all. I appreciate you coming. Who in the comments? It say 12 of y'all, but who up in here right now? Yes, listen very carefully. Right, right. That's my daughter. What'd you say, girl? All right, mama. Thank you for coming. Auntie, thank you for coming. Good. She said, period, big dot. Okay. The trust is gone, it's over. You don't need them. There's no trust. Absolutely. If you ain't got no trust in a relationship, you don't have anything. I just really, I don't feel like that's a way to live. It ain't. If you can't trust them, your mind ain't gonna never be at ease. I wouldn't want to live like that. That's torture. You always worried about something. Sis up in the building. Appreciate you coming. My good sis Tracy. I got another country on Spotify, y'all. I checked. I was so busy today at work. It's just been a busy week and a long week. It's been busy and long week. Just long. I ain't lying. I had a long couple of weeks, honestly. But I'm making it, y'all. And then my birthday is next week, y'all. So hey, I don't ask for nothing, but if y'all wanna, bless your girl with a birthday, even a birthday wish, y'all wanna do that for me. My birthday is next week. So I'll be 32 next week if it's in the Lord's will. Your girl will be 32. I'm excited. I wasn't at first. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get in the spirit though. 'Cause it's just been a long, hard, trying time, y'all. I ain't lying. But I'm here. I always can see some, try to be positive in even with things going on. That's me. And even though I be going through stuff, I still be trying to encourage other people. I've been doing that over the past few days, but I'm here. And like I said, I'm blessed. Your girl birthday is next week. It won't be before my episode though. My episode is on Thursday. My birthday is on Saturday, next Saturday. It's on the 24th. But Lord's willing, your girl will be 32 next Saturday. I'm excited. I'm trying to get there. Been a rough trying time. But your girl is in the building, man. Look, if y'all have any suggestions for me, please let me know. Cause again, this is my 75th episode. Of course, I've been talking for a long time. This year in December make 2 years. So y'all got any topics for me, please drop them and let me know. Um, because I've been doing it for a long time. Blessed to see another one for sure. For sure. So I need y'all next week, even though my birthday is tonight, not until next Saturday. I need y'all to be dropping them birthday wishes for me because I really would appreciate it. Been a been a rough year, but your girl is in the building, and somehow I'm still able to get up here every Thursday and speak to my peoples. So I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for real for always sticking with your girl. I got another country. I don't know if I finished telling y'all that on Spotify. I got Netherlands. So I got another country. According to Spotify, I got about 22 different countries I've been heard in. 21 if we exclude, of course, the United States where we are. But that's pretty cool, y'all. I think that's pretty damn dope. And I'm excited about it. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. It's 26 minutes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off Facebook. I love y'all. Get off of there. All right, I love y'all. And before I get out of here, I wanted to ask that each of you go follow Kingdom's Corner Podcast page on Facebook if you have not done so. My Spotify listeners, you can now come in on episodes. So if you would, please utilize that option for me. I will read your comments and I will reply, especially if you have any suggestions or anything. Even if you comment on the episodes telling me what you like, what you didn't like, I would appreciate it, period. I mean, any comment you leave, I will read it and I will respond. So I'm thankful for anything that you do to support me. To my YouTubers, please, please, please know that I'm available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Google Podcasts, a bunch of them. If you just go search Keena's Corner. If you can't find me, just Google me and you will find some type of way to listen to me. So if there are times that you cannot get on these live streams, all you have to do is Google your girl. And I promise you, there will be some type of way that you can listen to me and not necessarily have to watch audio stream only. Thank y'all so much for tuning into season 8, episode 5 of Keena's Corner. This is episode 75 in total. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed delivering the message. I thank you for being here, and I thank you, Cecilia, for being here in my corner. I'm your girl, Keena. I'm out. I'm signing out. I love y'all so very much. I'll talk to you next week. Mwah. Bye.